Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the video on the Bears. Now, again, I'm a Lions fan, so I'll try to do my best here to remain impartial. They obviously had the #1 overall pick for being the worst team in the league, a fact that Bears fans like to forget because they suck. Whoops. But yeah, they moved down from 1 to 9 and then 9 to 10, and they've picked up some additional capital for all of that, along with DJ Moore, who's a pretty good receiver, probably like top 20 in the league. And then they drafted Darnell Wright, offensive tackle out of Tennessee. I know this isn't the sexy pick because a lot of the guys in the Bears wanted Skoronski. He's our boy. He's up in Evanston. He's playing for Northwestern. You know, things like that, right? But no, you got Darnell Wright, the big SEC guy, way better anyway. So if you take other players' praise well, Will Anderson said he was the best player in the draft and the hardest guy that he had to play against, right? So best offensive lineman, that is, not best player. But, yeah, so getting him as, the second offensive tackle off the board behind Paris Johnson, damn good steal. And he moved down to get him. After that, you went trenches. Again, continued to build him out. You got 3 defensive tackles in this draft. Travis Bell in the 7th round, Kennesaw State, whatever. And then you got 2 big SEC boys, Zach Pickens and Gervin Dexter Sr. Zach Pickens, good big body from South Carolina, but Gervin Dexter is a problem over at Florida. The wildest part is he had a 9. Number 9 was his number when he was playing defense. So later in the playing defensive line, that is. So later when you see him being in the highlights, it's just kind of weird seeing a guy that big wearing number 9 on the defensive line. It just threw me off. And then they added Tyreek Stevenson in between the 2 SEC defensive tackles. He's a corner out of Miami. Great player. A lot of people had him even sneaking in the 1st round. So him falling down end of the 2nd round, pretty good. So shout out Tyreek Stevenson, excuse me. But yeah, after that they got Rashawn Johnson, running back, Texas. Real good player, actually, in the 4th round, too. I know when you hear running back Texas, and you're like, wait, in this draft? Yeah, he's the backup to Bijan. But he was able to play a lot, when he could, and he had a lot of production for his limited carries, being the 2nd back behind, a generational talent. So after that, they went Tyler Scott, receiver from Cincinnati, was on some of their playoff teams and was able to do very well and get himself drafted in the 4th round. And then after that, the last guy of note, really, Noah Sewell, linebacker from Oregon. He's the brother of Penei Sewell. So now you got the St. Brown brothers and the Sewell brothers, one of each on the Lions and one of each on the Bears. So that's pretty cool. And then Terrell Smith, corner, Minnesota, not much to add. And then Kendall Williams and safety, Stanford, to help shore up that horrific secondary. So I really did like the Bears draft. They had a lot of real good players. They went SEC pretty heavily in the beginning, which is always usually a pretty good thing. And then they added in some skill position players after that, and then some help on that defense. So they had 1 or 2 skill guys. Rashawn probably won't be playing much initially. I'm imagining he'll be running back 3, maybe 2. And then they've got Gervin Dexter will be playing immediately. Tyreek Stevenson probably immediately, and same with Darnell Wright. Good right tackle to help out. But the good news for him is he's got a lot of good cardio. Darnell Wright, obviously playing in that hurry-up Tennessee system, so he can probably catch up with that speedy running back Justin Fields. So that's all I got for now. I think the Bears will take a good step forward, probably 6 wins. Still probably last in division, but going from 3 to 6 wins, that's pretty good. Next year you go from 6 to 12, or keep doubling, or adding 3, go to 9. That's maybe a playoff team. So I do like the Bears. Am I worried about them now? Absolutely not. We're worried about them in a year or 2. Probably yes. So that's all I got for now. Let me know down below what you think about the Bears draft. Shout out Nathan and Spaley, the rest of those Bears guys over there. Bear down. But yeah, so see you guys later. Like and subscribe and watch the rest of these highlights. Peace.
first and goal. Low snap, tries to get it to Brownlee. That's a tough play, and it's picked off.
Leonard got it away with some hands in his face. That one deflected away.
Look at that. Got a chance to get off the field instead.
That's a tackle for loss. Hall met by Tyreek Stevenson.
Team all Pac-12 a couple of years ago. Good time to throw. Fires and broken up by Miami. Busted up. With Hammond now, the running back. Mumfield trying to break free after the catch. Took a pretty good pop.
Points in this game.
They said he could make a lot of money at some point in time if he does. That play made by Tyreek Stevenson. Talk about transfers, Mark. That kid started his career at Georgia. Now he's looking at maybe an All-American type of season here at Miami.
By Coach Long, offensive coordinator.
Little razzle gadget. Byron throws inside the 10, and it's picked off. The leaping interception from Tyreek.
Two consecutive 3-and-outs to start this second half. Stevenson. Banks off a tackler to midfield and beyond. Inside the 40, dragged out of bounds at the 35.